Rabotai, we have a very big shiur tonight, and what the inyan is that we're speaking about, it is Parashat Shemini, about the death of Nadav, the ptira of Nadav and Avihu. Okay, and what we're going to explain here tonight is a reason that's brought down why did Nadav and Avihu pass away. That's a reason. Now again, we don't know the exact reason what's going on. I'm saying we don't know Hashem's cheshbonot, but through the Mefarshim we'll explain what is the understanding behind a little bit of the Nadav and Avihu's death. Okay? Rabotai, we have to mention, this is Fa'atzlaha, Rab Siyano, Bezrat Hashem. Yes, Bezrat Hashem. And this class is donated by Eddie Al-Kashik and Jack Chachati. Bezrat Hashem. Okay, boys. Let's get rock and roll. Let's get rock and rolling over here. Let's go. So, we have to know what happened first. What happened was, after Chet HaEgel, there was a big tragedy. What was the tragedy? The Shekhinah, really in essence, since we sinned, we needed a kapara. Shekhinah left, and what happened was, at that moment, we needed kaparat avonot. It happened on Shiva Asar B'Tammuz. We fasted, we still fast today, because Chet HaEgel happened Shiva Asar B'Tammuz. And 80 days later, Hashem gave us Selicha, Mechila, Vechapara, and that is, what day is that? That is, Eddie, what day is that, Eddie? That's Yom Kippur. On Yom Kippur, we got Kaparat Avonot. And you have to understand, at that moment, Hashem says, now I want you to build me a Mishkan, like it says, V'asuli Mikdash, V'shachanti Betocham. I want you to build a Mishkan. And when you build a Mishkan, I personally will come and I'll dwell there. Now, when did they finish building the Mishkan? When? So it was the 25th of Kislev. They opened it when? On Rosh Chodesh Nisan. That was the inauguration on Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Now what happened when they happened to be Rosh Chodesh Nisan? Aaron bringing korbanot, and what happens is Nadav and Avihu pass away that same exact day. Now the Mishnah Berurah quotes an amazing Zohar, and it says, listen, I'm telling you. Kol mi shemitzta'er al mitat bnei Aharon, anybody who feels bad of the death of bnei Aharon, or morid ma'ot alehem, or he'll cry over them, mo'achalin lo avonotav, he'll have a mechila on his sins. Now, what is the connection of crying for Nadav and Avihu? What is the connection? What is the connection? Can anybody explain to me what is the connection? Right? What is the connection that they passed away and we're crying for them? So please, the day happened and Bnei Aaron come in. What did they do? The pasuk says, "Vayitnu bahem esh, vayasimu aleh ketoret, vayikrivu lefnei Hashem esh zara, asher lo tziva otam." It sounds from the pasuk that the reason why they died was because they put something on the mizbeach that they shouldn't have put. That's what it sounds. Not Rav Moshe, that's what it sounds like. You look at Rashi. Rashi explains, Rabbi Yishmael Omer, Shtuyei yayin v'ninesu. They came into the Mikdash, what? Drinking wine. Now this needs explanation. What's going on? If the pasuk says like that, what is the addition of Rabbi Yishmael Pshat? They came in. The reason why they did that was because Shtuyei yayin. This all has to be explained. Now, first thing you must understand, that when it comes to Hashem, there's an intro you must understand. And that is, a lot of times, parents are parents, and they're very close, which they should be, to their children. You want to be as close as you can to your children. And a lot of times, you'll befriend them very, very friendly. They're, of course, you're parents of your children, but you're also very friendly to your children, and that's a good thing. Why? Because they'll open up to you more. They can trust you. I could trust my mother. I could trust my father, because even if a person's in, heaven forbid, a rut, in a problem, they know if they come to their parents, they're not going to look down on them or any which way because they are close to them, and therefore they'll come to them with their problem and they can help them. But at the same time, a parent has to know that they're a parent. And the respect has to stand respectful. The same thing goes with a Rebbe and a Talmud, or a rabbi in a shul with his congregants. A lot of times you'll have a rabbi in the shul with his congregants, he'll be very, very friendly. And he's doing it for a great reason. For a great reason he's doing it. Why is he doing it? He's doing it in order to make out of the people, bring them close, and they have a personal relationship with the rabbi of the shul, and they know whenever they need anything, they call the rabbi of the shul, which is a great, great rabbi. In my opinion, that's a great rabbi. He's very friendly with the congregants. But at the same time, you must understand something. The rabbi is the rabbi. The rebbe is the rebbe. The parent is the parent. And you have to make sure that the respect remains at the highest standard. Because a lot of times, sometimes it's too much. You come, hey Rabbi, what's up, Rabbi? And you hit him on the shoulder, hey Rabbi, what's up? And you're hitting the rabbi on the shoulder. Hello, he's the rabbi. What's going on over here? He's the rabbi. What's up, Rabbi? And you give him like the thumb and it is that. Like, are you kidding me? At the end of the day, where's that respect? What happened? Because the rabbi was being friendly, so therefore you don't show the highest, utmost respect? And therefore, Rabotai, what was happening now? What was happening now was something phenomenal. It was Hashem coming down to the people. And Hashem says, I'm coming down to the people. Asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham. I'm coming down to the people. What might people think now? Oh, look at this. My buddy. Hashem, look, Hashem he became part of the club. Look, he came down to us. And you might say in your mind, oh, Hashem is Hashem. All of a sudden, a tragedy happened. Nadav and Avihu all of a sudden died. What happened? They came in Esh Zarah without them being told to bring it. Hashem says, look, at the end of the day, I'm close to you. But just remember, I'm a God. And you can't just do what you want just because I'm nice to you. A lot of times people say, oh yeah, Hashem's so merciful, Hashem's this, Hashem will forgive. Hashem won't just forgive you if you're going to go spit in his face, do every sin that you want and say, oh, Hashem will forgive me. And therefore Hashem said, listen, there's a tragedy happened because even though I'm coming to dwell amongst you, just know I am still God and you're still humans and you're my servants and you have to know that in advance. And a tragedy happened. That's the first answer. Second answer, please pay attention. This is the Magid Midubna. The Magid Midubna says this. He says, I'll give you a mashal. I'll give you an example. There was once an amazing king, and he was building a huge palace, and he built a palace, and he built a town around this palace, and it was something phenomenal, and it was something amazing. However, there was one problem. They needed professionals. They needed a professional doctor, and they wanted to get the best of the best. Because imagine you have a town without the best doctor. So what did they do? They did their due diligence. They went and they got the best doctor. Who was the best doctor? They found him from, some whatever, and they got this doctor. The doctor comes, and they made him a big honor, a big parade, a big everything. As he's there, the doctor's there, what happens is, the king tells him, everyone's here. The whole entire town is here, and this is your chance to shine. There's a fellow I just got word of that is in danger, life and death. Go into that room right now and save him. And the whole town was there, and they heard the king say, and the doctor is going to heal this guy that's on his life and death. Let's make it happen, doctor. Let's see. Go inside. Save the guy. Doctor goes in. He sees the guy, and he knows that he can't save him. This guy is dead. He's a dead man. There's no way he could save this guy. So, what does the doctor do? The doctor gets out of the room and says, my dear friends, I have a remedy. I have the best way to save him. I need 10 minutes. He goes inside. 10 minutes later, he screams, I'm sorry. I couldn't save him. The guy died. The king is fuming. I got you. You're the best doctor. You're this and you're that. How could you let this happen? What are you thinking? The doctor says, I'm thinking that I want to save your town. However, if your whole town feels that they have the best doctor in the world, you know what's going to happen? They're going to be unhealthy to the highest degree. They'll eat whatever they want. They'll overeat. They'll eat the wrong things. They won't do anything. They'll just be like, okay, let me rely on the doctor. Oh, I'll be cured. The Magid says the same thing the first day of the inauguration. What was Bnei Yisrael thinking? We got the Mishkan. A guy does Avihu. Oh, don't worry. I'll go to the Korban. I'll make Korban and that's it. I'll bring a cow. I'll bring a chicken. I'll bring whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring a bird that's kosher that I'm allowed to put on the mizbeach, and that's it. A big sin, fine. I'll bring a big cow. Hashem says it doesn't work like that. If you don't listen, there'll be death. And the first day it happened, teaching the people, be careful. Be careful. You can't do what you want. And it's the same thing by teshuvah. People feel, I'll do whatever I want. I'll do teshuvah. Can't do that. You can't do teshuvah helps. Yeah, of course it's going to help you. But you can't go sin every sin. Oh, teshuvah, sin, oh, teshuvah. Right? You have to do teshuvah. Of course you have to do teshuvah. But now the Mishkan is here. What are people going to think now? I'll do an Avihu and I'll bring a Korban. Hashem had to show the people the first day. Don't mess around. Don't mess around. That's it. You see? The holiest people in the world. Nadav and Avihu. They died the first day. Why? Be careful. Be careful. That's the second answer. And the third I'd like to give you is the Baal Shem Tov. In order to answer up the Baal Shem Tov, you must understand this concept. And that is, there's going to be a time where we're going to Shech the Yetzer Hara. And that is at the end of time. The Gemara Masechet Sukkah says we'll shecht it. And the question is why? Did the Yetzer Hara do his job, yes or no? Moshe, did he do his job, yes or no? Clearly he did. I mean, I think he's the best. I think he has the best. I think he succeeds the most. No, he's overdoing it. He's got to calm down a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's succeeding greatly, right? So if that's the case, Baal Shem Tov asks a question. I don't understand why are you shechting the Yetzer Hara. Rabbi Jamal, you had a question. Solid question. No, did he do his job? So what do you want from him? Why are you shechting him? It's like if you have a guy. Right? Let's say, for example, a cop. Right? At the end of the day, when a cop pulls you over, you're speeding. Right? How many cops get cursed out? Oh, after he gets the ticket, this cop, and he starts cursing the cop. What do you want from the cop? He's only doing his job. At the end of the day, you sped, right? What do you want from him? What do you want from the Yetzer Hara? You could have killed the Yetzer Hara for what? He did his job. Listen to what the Baal Shem Tov says. He writes because he went overboard. In what way? In what way? In what way? And he proves it. You know which way? He says there's rules when it comes to pushing a person and this like that to sin, heaven forbid. And what is that rule? One of that is you could, let's say, show the desire and make believe the desire is, whoa! Meanwhile, it's nothing, by the way. It's hewa. It's nothing. It's a joke. He just paints a picture. It's like, like you have the guy, oh wow, I got to eat this French fries. They look so good. But the Yetzer Hara plays a big thing. You're out on who knows what, the vacation, and you're like, oh my goodness, I have nothing to eat. This is the only thing the guy's coming on. What's wrong with French fries? This, that. You eat the French fries. Right? But one thing he can't do. That he could do. But one thing he can't do. He can't paint the Avirah as it's a mitzvah. A lot of times people feel that the Avirah that they're doing, they feel it's a mitzvah. I'm not joking. Should I tell you a true story that happened? One time I saw a guy, he was in a non-kosher eatery, and I saw him and his wife. I was driving down, and I told the guy after, I said, I don't understand. You hear the story? I was like, I don't understand. How are you going to the non-kosher eatery? He's like, Rabbi, Shalom Bayit. I said, what Shalom Bayit? You're a religious man. He's like, Shalom Bayit. I said, what Shalom Bayit? He said, no, my wife likes this eatery, and she drives me nuts, and she wants to specifically go to this eatery. Shalom Bayit. I said, you eat there? He said, Shalom Bayit, I have to eat there. She gets upset if I don't eat with her. So you eat the non-kosher? I eat the non-kosher. I'm making my wife happy. Shalom Bayit. This is a perfect example how the Yetzer Hara gets the guy that he really thinks he's doing a mitzvah. He's saying, L'Shem Yahol Kucha B'Reichu. He's walking in, and he's not embarrassed. He can't. He sits by the window. You know, I saw him because he was by the window. You can't go sit inside. He feels he's doing a mitzvah. He really feels he's doing a mitzvah. He really believes he's doing a mitzvah. He mamash really believes. He really believes with all his heart he's doing a mitzvah. Imagine. That he can't do. That he can't do. And where's the proof he can't do that? The first sin of the Torah. What did the Nachash do? Nachash told Chava. What? He could have said, eat from the tree. Oh, it's so good, so tasty. No, he didn't do that. He said, if you eat from the tree, you'll have knowledge like God, to know God. Look at that. You make it into mitzvah. He made eating from the tree a mitzvah. You went overboard. What happens? What do we do to Nachash? We cut his legs off. Before he had legs, right? Now he has no legs. What do you want? He's doing his job. You went overboard. You switched it into what? To a mitzvah. And that's why it says, when are you supposed to cry for Nadav and Avihu? Of course, what? They went. What does it say to cry? When we read about them. When do we read about the most? When? We sing a song, at least us, we do it. By the Torah, right before the Torah, we sing a song of Nadav and Avihu. And the Zohar says you cry for Nadav and Avihu. Why are you crying for them? Because Tzaddikim. Of course, that's the reason why we're crying for them, Tzaddikim. But even on a deeper level, we're crying because we're doing Teshuvah in the Machzor. In the Machzor, it says everything, right? Oh, we did this, we did that, we did that. Some things he doesn't say. You have to say it on Yom Kippur. However, this for sure doesn't say. What about those times where you did the Avirah and you thought it was a mitzvah? So when you're crying for Nadav and Avihu, you're crying, Hashem, I'm sorry if I thought what I was doing was a mitzvah. I mean, why was it Avirah? Yeah, what's going on over here? The guy's about to tell you, Lashon Hara. I'm telling you, this Lashon Hara, it's a mitzvah if I tell you. Really? Yeah, you have to know. Meanwhile, why are you telling me that? I thought it was a toilet. I thought you needed to hear that. Oh, I didn't know. Meanwhile, you heard the Lashon Hara, the biggest Lashon Hara, the biggest juicy Lashon Hara. You know what's going on over here? It's the most amazing thing. It's the most amazing thing. Or people tell me, Rabbi, don't worry, I'm going to do a little shady deal in my business, but I'll give ma'aseh to the shul. Don't worry. Give ma'aseh. They think it's a mitzvah, by the way. They think it's a mitzvah. No? They think it's mitzvah that said, to give tzedakah, support learning Torah, this, that. And in his business, he's been doing corrupt things. Why? He feels it's a mitzvah. Rabotai, what happened over here by Nadav and Avihu? It's kind of a contradictory. Is it because that they drank wine? Or is it because they brought an Esh Zara, they brought something they weren't supposed to bring? What's going on over here? What's going on? Let me tell you a pshat. There's mahaloket. When in Kiddush do you say HaGefen? Is it Baruch Atah Hashem Borei Pri HaGefen and then Baruch Atah Hashem Mekadesh HaShabbat? Or do we say Baruch Atah Hashem Mekadesh HaShabbat and then Borei Pri HaGefen? Which one? Mahaloket. Bet Shammai says what? Bet Shammai says, first do Mekadesh HaShabbat, and then Borei Pri HaGefen. Bet Hillel, opposite. Borei Pri HaGefen and Mekadesh HaShabbat. Now what do we do? What do we do? Huh? HaGefen first, and then Mekadesh HaShabbat. Now what's the understanding of Mahloket? One opinion held, the only way we could get to the pleasure of Shabbat is through spiritual. The only way that you can get through the pleasure of Shabbat is spiritually. So say Mekadesh Shabbat, and then physical, go to the physical, but Pri HaGefen. Right? Bet Hillel held not like that. Bet Hillel says, even from the physical, you get to the spiritual. What do you think was happening by Nadav and Avihu? Now, I'm not an Navi, I don't know exactly, but maybe we could say, really, they were Lishma. They were so involved in the love of Hashem that they said to themselves that, you know what? Let's get a little bit, let's drink a little bit, and that will uplift our spirit, and then bring the Korban. So they thought they were doing Mamash Mitzvah. They thought that to bring the Esh Zara, to bring the Korban, even though they weren't told to bring it, they thought for sure it's a mitzvah to do. And therefore, Rabotai, you have to understand this. There's 3 lessons that we learn from Nadav and Avihu. First lesson, it's true. Well, everything we said today is true. Don't think, even though Hashem is close to you, and He's doing everything for you, and He's giving you beracha in your life, and you're healthy, and you're successful, and everything's good. Don't think that because of that, you can take advantage of the situation. Oh, He's a merciful God, oh, this, that. Because you see, the first day, what happened? Hashem's getting close to us. You get close to me, no problem. But just know I'm God, and you're not. And if you're not God, and I'm God, you have to listen to every single thing that I say. A tragedy happened. You didn't listen to what I said. I said, nah, that's it, finished. You brought Yesh Zara. I never told you Yesh Zara. Second thing, like we said, was that people might think, oh, I'll do Avirah, I'll do whatever I want to do, and I'll bring a Korban. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Of course, we believe in Tshuva. Doesn't work like that. And the third is sometimes a person might think that he's doing mitzvah. I'm bringing the Yesh Zara. I'm bringing something into the Korban. What's the problem, Rabbi? I never told you to do it. But I'm doing mitzvah. I never told you to do it. I never told you to go bring the Yesh Zara. And therefore, Rabotai, these lessons of Nadav and Avihu is very clear that a person has to understand what Hashem is Hashem, yes, and He's close to us, yes, but just know He's always Hashem. Second thing is, just know we can't do whatever we want. There is a system in the world where it has to be done. And the third is, don't let the Yetzer Hara get you. And think what? Think that you're doing a mitzvah, meanwhile, it's Avirah. Like, I'll end off with this. It says in Masechet Shabbat, if you do shechita, why are you chayav on Shabbat? So there's different reasons. One of the reasons, what? Netilat Neshama is one of the reasons. Another one, Mishum Tzeviyah, Tzoveya. What are you Tzoveya? You Tzoveya that when blood comes out and it's coloring, right? Who's the shochet in life? The Yetzer Hara, he wants to shecht us from doing mitzvot. He wants to take all our mitzvot away. That's what he wants to do. So what is he doing? Why is he chayav? Mishum tzovea. Because he paints a picture to us thinking, wow, look how great this is. Look how great that is. Meanwhile, it's all hawa. You know what hawa means? Hawa means it's all air. It's all, you get to it. I always tell you, you ever hear, we have Pesach, Matzah, Maror. You know what Pesach was? What's the Pesach? Pesach was the Korban. It's unbelievable. You're allowed to eat the Pesach, right? Right? What's matzah? Bland. It's bland. It's not bread. It's matzah. It's bland. It doesn't taste like bread. It's bland. And what's maror? Bitter. Why in that order? Because the Yetzer Hara gets the guy in that order. How does he get the guy? First, he pumps up the avirah. You got to do it. You got to do it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. You're going to have the greatest pleasure. I'm telling you, do it. Then he's in the avirah. Bland. And then after the avirah is over, it becomes maror. What I do. And therefore we have to remember this. We have to remember the lesson. We have to remember where we stand. We are Tzaddikim. Kol Yisrael Yeshem Ba Va'amech Kulam Tzaddikim. We're all Tzaddikim. Bezrat Hashem, to remember this lesson. And Bezrat Hashem. Have a good night.